Hey everybody, you're listening to the Shuper. Hey everybody, you're listening to the Shonen Brothers Network. Yeah. Wow. I don't think you're ready at all. You sure you're ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. We gotta wait for the theme song to play.
I'm waiting.
It's almost over. Give it a second.
Okay. I hate this.
It's okay. We don't even need to wait for the theme song. I just edited it in.
Yeah, see, I didn't think so either, but...
I could preload it, but...
Now you're probably going to have to edit that, unless you just want there to be a long, awkward silence.
I don't edit this podcast.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I could have assumed.
Yeah. Hey everybody, and welcome to Super Shonen Bros, episode number trace.
Yes,
we're back again.
Correct.
We're still at it. We're never going away.
Yeah.
Until Brady quits. And my other co-host with me today.
Yeah.
Brady.
I'm Brady. And
Brady.
Daniel bullies me. And
Brady.
That's all you need to know about me. And I like anime and One Piece. Yes.
You hear this? This guy? What a loser.
Yeah.
Brady bullies me.
It's true, though.
No, we all know. No, I do not even. I could totally be worse.
Yep, you could be.
So be grateful I'm not. Anyway, we best get jumped into it. Wait.
Wait, for what?
I don't know. Wow. I'm just admiring how blank these walls are.
Yep.
Beautiful white.
Yeah.
Underground.
Uh-huh. You know, I'm just going to say it, because screw you, Daniel.
I'm going to mute him. I'm going to mute him, everybody.
They need to know.
I'm going to mute him.
They need to know.
Ready? And he's gone.
Am I? I don't think I am.
I never muted him.
So, I'm currently...
Anyway, so
we are currently recording
what's
in
the news this week?
my room. Yeah. My room with a bunch of anime posters
I don't
and
know
manga.
what he said. Nobody understood him.
Why don't you want them to know?
No what?
That we're recording.
No what and where? What
in my
what is the what?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Let's get into the anime news.
Wait, no. You know, yeah, let's get into anime news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel.
You're just rambling there. I don't know what you're trying to talk about. Sorry, I think Brady's a little tired this week.
I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
Don't worry, he always says that.
So Daniel, remember the Hunter x Hunter news I talked about the other week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of how it might be returning?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
It's not.
It is, but as an online escape room. And that's it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why an online escape room?
I don't know.
What is this guy thinking? Are you serious?
That's the only Hunter x Hunter news we've gotten for years, so.
Wow.
Yeah, fun times.
I'm disappointed. I'm really sad now.
But in better news,
I don't want better news.
You probably won't care because you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But they announced that Demon Slayer is getting a season 2, which is...
Isn't that on Netflix right now?
Yeah, it just got put onto Netflix.
I'm tempted to watch it.
You should watch it. It's one of the most popular anime of all time.
Yeah, but I gotta catch up on Naruto.
Hurry up.
I am. I started watching it again.
Did you?
Yeah.
What part are you at?
Sasuke's on some adventure to stop the zombies.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
This guy, he doesn't even know Naruto.
Well,
it's because the only thing he knows is One Piece.
I think that might be filler.
The only thing he knows is One Piece. It's semi-filler.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. I know so.
Mm-hmm. But...
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to watch the movie. I was supposed to watch the final movie.
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Yeah, you need to.
I'll get to it.
But you can watch that.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm getting to it, okay?
You can watch that
I'm
after
trying.
you're
You
done
know
with the
what?
series.
I'm so tired of you always on my case about you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm getting to it, okay?
I trust you.
It's okay. I know you trust me. I'm just giving you crap.
Yeah, I know. Like you always do. But Demon Slayer Season 2, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that.
That's good.
I honestly believe that Demon Slayer is overrated.
Is it an isekai?
No.
Oh.
I don't know if I've talked to you about Demon Slayer and how it's reached an incredible height of popularity.
I don't think so. I know I've heard of it.
So, Demon Slayer...
Really talked about it.
Yeah, Demon Slayer is an anime that came out in 2019.
Yeah.
And it's just your typical shonen. It has demons in it, hence the title. People slay demons.
Demons?
Yeah. Demons, yeah. The blood of Jesus.
Wait. That's why it's called Demon Slayer.
Yeah, because people slay demons. Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh.
I get it now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There's demons in it. That's why there's demon in the title.
Yeah, and the demons kill the main character's entire family, except for his sister, who turns into a demon.
Well, it's not an anime without tragedy.
Yep, it's true. But it is one of the most
spoilers,
beautifully animated series I've ever seen. Wow. All of the fights are breathtaking.
Really? Even better than the fight scene with Kakashi and Obito.
I'd say so. Yeah, they're definitely on that level.
One of the most beautifully animated fight scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Incredible.
But
yeah, interesting.
I have to cough. Awful.
That's right, everybody. Brady has coronavirus.
I'm gonna die.
That's why we're in separate rooms.
Yeah, and 6 feet apart. Yeah.
That's why we're in completely, we're not even in the same world.
Yeah, we're not even in the same plane of existence.
Yeah. Never.
But Demon Slayer. So
Demon Slayer.
All of the fights are breathtaking.
Yeah.
The music is amazing.
Brady doesn't have COVID, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just kidding.
But honestly, it's. I feel like there's nothing really that special to it. Yeah. I like the main character enough. He's just your typical shonen protagonist, which is the protagonists I usually love the most. Just, the typical hero character.
I love a typical hero character.
But Demon Slayer's gotten so popular, it's kind of ridiculous.
Really?
So, One Piece has been at number one for since it came out. Since One Piece first released.
Who even knows why?
Because it's the greatest series of all time. But for the first time...
Just because it's the only series you've ever watched.
The only series. Yeah, but for the first time since One Piece's release, something has beaten it for the number one spot. And that's Demon Slayer, which is crazy. So One Piece sold around, I want to say 16 million volumes in 2020.
So this is manga.
And that came in number 3. One Piece was number 3. And then Kingdom was number 2 for...
Never heard of Kingdom.
It's another long-running manga series. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's kind of similar to Berserk.
Huh.
It's another just seinen, I guess.
Interesting.
But Demon Slayer sold, I want to say, 80 million copies.
Wow.
Which is freaking insane. So One Piece in its best year only sold 30 million copies, I think.
Wow.
And Demon Slayer more than doubled that in a year, which is
gosh,
freaking crazy. I don't understand how that series got so popular. It's a good show. It's
crazy.
It's a good show, but
yeah,
it's not that good. Like, come on.
Really? Interesting.
But yeah, that's getting a second season.
We'll have to give it a watch.
I'm sure that's...
Especially since it's on Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm sure the second season is just going to make it even more popular. So who knows? It may continue to beat out One Piece.
Could be a shonen.
Yeah. Although the manga did just end last year, so maybe not, but we'll see. But yeah, speaking of Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer movie came out recently, and it is now the number 2 highest selling anime film worldwide.
Wow.
Yeah. Spirited Away is still number 1, and Demon Slayer just beat Your Name for the number 2 spot.
Spirited Away isn't even an anime movie because he doesn't consider it an anime movie, or he doesn't consider any of his movies anime. What's his name?
I'm pretty sure Hayao Miyazaki hates anime.
Yeah, Miyazaki. I'm pretty sure he does. Like, and I'm pretty sure he's like told people he's like, my movies are not anime.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're anime.
They are anime.
Anime is literally Japanese animation, and you made an animated movie. It's an anime.
Yep. It's true.
He's just too high and mighty.
He's quite the man.
Creative though. Creative.
Yeah, he's a brilliant man, but I don't know.
A little too on his high horse.
Yeah, I think so.
But a creative genius. No, nonetheless.
Yeah, and then besides that, another piece of anime news is also don't know what this is, but the anime for it just came out this season, and I've been watching it. I'm only on episode 4, I think.
Yeah.
But Horimiya, it's
Horimiya.
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 Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
Mia.
It's the most popular rom-com.
What did I tell you about always bringing up hentai on the podcast?
It's not.
It's like you just can't help yourself.
It is a very wholesome rom-com, Daniel. Okay.
Horimiya. Yeah, let's go watch Horimiya. It's a rom-com. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It is. It's a very wholesome show. I really like it so far.
Very wholesome.
Yeah, and the anime for that just came out this season.
Sure.
But the Horimiya manga ends in March. So that's something that'll be happening.
Interesting.
But in other news, did you watch the Nintendo Direct?
Wait. Now, the biggest news of it all, though.
What's the biggest news?
The biggest news.
Take your time.
You know.
Do I know?
Everybody knows. The biggest news this week is the Snyder Cut trailer dropped.
Oh, yeah. I did see that, actually.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't know what I think of it.
I think it'll be better than the Justice League we got.
Yeah,
but it's still gonna suck.
Looks better. It looks better than the original Justice League, but not by much. And it's cool that they have Joker in it, and Joker looks better than the Suicide Squad Joker.
Of course, he's always got to give Batman his lecture about society.
Yeah, I just thought it was so funny how his first line in the trailer was, "We live in a society."
Oh my gosh! Of course.
You really had to start it with that line.
And Jared, I don't know how I feel about the actor Jared Leto. He's a little bit of a interesting person.
Has he been sending dead rats to his co-stars this time?
I don't know. I mean, apparently in an interview he said he didn't send a dead rat. He sent a cinnamon roll from a company that sounded like, I don't know. It's something about dead rat company. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what to think. The guy's an interesting man.
Yeah.
Best to him, I guess. I'm not excited for Morbius.
I mean, I'm not excited for it.
Did you hear what he said about it?
What did he say about it?
He's like, this is the closest... I'm paraphrasing. He said, this is like the closest role I've ever played to my actual life. I'm like, what does that even mean?
Such an edgy thing to say. Could you imagine if he said that about Joker?
Yes, but that's the closest role we'll all play to our own lives.
Yeah.
We all live in a society.
So, I feel like the Morbius movie will be extremely mediocre, but I'm excited for it because of one reason, and that's because I think there's a good chance it'll have something to do with
Sinister Six.
That and the multiverse.
Yeah.
Because it showed the Vulture in the trailer.
Yeah, it's true. So. I mean, we already have confirmed results that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are returning, and other actors on top of that from each series, like Mary Jane from. Apologize, I don't remember her name. What is her name? Kristen Stewart.
No, Kirsten
Dunst.
Yep.
Kristen Stewart is Twilight.
Yeah.
Kristen Dunst. And I really hope they get James Franco to come back.
Oh, I would love that so much.
I really think they should.
I don't think
He's
so,
great.
though, because...
He won't.
Or, well, I was going to say because he died in Spider-Man 3, but
so
also, did Doc Ock.
Yeah, they're bringing Doc Ock
back. So
yeah.
I guess that is
possible. If you can bring Doc Ock back... I mean, they're bringing, everybody back.
Yeah.
They're bringing Green Goblin back.
Man, I would be so happy if they...
I'm pretty sure William Dafoe is confirmed, too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if he is, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Gosh, I hope so.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man 3.
Same.
I just really hope they do it correctly.
They better.
They don't mess it up.
Well, and there's the rumors that the Daredevil from Netflix is going to be his lawyer in the Spider-Man 3, which I love because he is a great Daredevil. I'm not the biggest fan of the Marvel Netflix shows, but Daredevil was amazing.
I never watched Daredevil, but
was so
I feel like
good.
I really liked it.
It was so good. It changed TV.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Daredevil is such a compelling superhero to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely excited to see his return.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we'll jump out of Snyder Cut news. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna
be bad either way. It's gonna be 4 hours long.
It's just ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
But hey, the Joker's in it.
I'll watch it.
I don't know if that means anything, but
it doesn't. They already ruined the death of Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
Superman
why would you do that?
has a black suit now.
Yeah.
Which is
cool,
I guess. I don't really care.
I'd rather have a Superman story where we did care about the death of Superman, and then he came back with the black suit.
Yeah, I just want the Superman in the DC movies to be an interesting character at all. He's just so boring.
Same, because he just starts in the movies it's not necessarily Henry Cavill's fault. It's the writing.
Oh yeah,
because
I agree with that. Henry Cavill is a great actor.
I mean, Superman. Yeah, sure, he can turn edgy and whatever eventually, but Superman's also he's also that guy that's Christopher Reeve Superman that has a glisten of hope and is very charismatic and is very just fascinating as a superhero, not just some glummy guy that's just sad all the time about the world.
Yeah.
He's more hopeful. I don't know. I'm excited. Snyder's version of him.
I hope they'll be able to redeem him.
Yeah,
hopefully. But yeah, one other thing of news. Did you watch the Nintendo Direct?
Nobody cared. Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
Actually, very excited.
I'm very excited too. Yeah.
Very excited.
Pyra and Mithra are in Smash Brothers from Xenoblade 2.
I do love Pyra and Mithra. I thought they would. I was surprised it wasn't Rex.
Yeah, I always thought it was going to be Rex and Pyra, not.
But I like it. I like that.
I really like it. It's a good choice, but people are going to be upset because it's another anime sword fighter.
But the thing I am most excited for
sword fighters, so I'm okay with it.
Is Skyward Sword HD.
Oh, me too.
It's going to be great.
This time I can actually play it.
I don't think you ever beat it.
I didn't. I've played Skyward Sword so many times. So
Skyward Sword is great.
Growing up, I had a big problem with just finishing anything in my life.
Oh yeah.
So like I played so many video games.
He still has
never
that
finished
problem.
any of them. I feel like I don't have that problem anymore. If I start something, I usually finish it.
Yeah, you do better.
Even if I hate it.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to anime, if I start it, even if it's the worst shit ever, I'll still finish it. Unless it's something really awful.
Sometimes I can't do that.
Like if Corpse Party was 13 episodes, I would have stopped watching it.
Yeah, but of course you watched the whole thing.
It was because it was only 4 episodes.
You heard it yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Brady watched all of Corpse Party.
Yeah, because
he could have stopped at 1, but he decided to watch all.
I should have stopped at 1 though.
4, yeah.
I should have.
And they're all wondering why you didn't.
I hate dropping things now.
Same.
I've only dropped 2 anime in my life.
Which ones?
So there's this one show called Dimension W, and that's only because I just kind of fell off of it. Like I wanted to keep watching it. I mean, I didn't really care about it, but
yeah,
I got to episode 9 out of 12 episodes, and I just never finished it.
You just lost a bunch of listeners because of that.
No, that's not a popular anime at all. I doubt anyone knows what Dimension W is.
That's because nobody's even listening to this. See, the thing is with the podcast is like, yeah, some people listen to the first few, and then after that, we just tank.
I mean, maybe. We'll see.
I'm just kidding. Nobody's even listened to any of it. Actually, people have.
A few people have. Dude, Andrew listened to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And he wrote in.
Yeah, it was very nice.
He wrote in again. I'll read it later.
Hell yeah.
Towards the end.
Excited to hear it.
Oh, yeah.
But the other anime I dropped was this... I don't even remember
One
what
Piece.
it was about. No. It was this stupid show called 100. And it was just this stupid...
The 100?
Ecchi...
That's not an anime. That's just a
tournament
TV
show, I think. Something like that.
Tournament show.
And
it
was
like
just
a Queen's Blade.
Yeah. I watched 2 episodes and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this. This is stupid. I can't.
Yep. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I love Game of Thrones.
Those were the only anime. 2 anime I've dropped.
Same.
I have a lot of anime on hold that I plan to get back to eventually.
Sure.
But besides that.
Same, honestly, though. But I am deadly excited for Skyward Sword.
Me too. Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Can
And
finally play it and finish it.
I think it'll be... I think for a future episode, for a future topic, definitely talk about Zelda lore.
Yeah.
And Skyward Sword is one of the best, like, lore core ideas.
Yeah, because it's the beginning of everything.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, it's not even, like, completely the beginning, but it's definitely the beginning of, like, Link and Zelda. And
the Master Sword
and stuff.
Yeah.
And
see, like, that's the thing. I haven't beaten it, but I still know basically everything that happens.
Man, we'll have to bring Lucas on, because
For sure.
he knows his knowledge of Zelda is very deep. And I remember one night we had talked very deeply about, like, just not conspiracy, but just kind of theorizing what really went on even before Skyward Sword. And, like, if you remember,
that'd be so cool if they did another game before Skyward Sword.
Because if you think about it, if you remember during Twilight Princess, if you remember that really weird scene where Link kind of like passes out and he's like seeing this whole story about these group of people who learned like magic. I can't exactly remember.
No, I think I know
Lucas
what you're talking
about
it. Though.
But it's like these people learned magic, and these other people didn't, but they got really jealous because they learned it, I think, through the Triforce. It has a lot to do with the Triforce, and people started getting jealous of each other, and like murder started happening, and it started to cause a great war, and that's when the goddess got involved. It's a crazy stuff happens. It's a really convoluted. I'll need Lucas's help with it.
I mean, Zelda's lore, just in general, I feel like is really convoluted.
It is, but it's
how the timeline splits into 3 separate timelines, like.
Well, even like how Hyrule started, and how like the people of Hyrule came to be, and how these tribes, they talk about these old tribes that used to be there, and like even Majora's Mask, like the background of Majora's Mask is insane. I think it's definitely something that we could talk. It'd probably have to be a 2-parter because it's such a fascinating thing to talk about.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh yeah, we'll get into it eventually.
I just need to play more Zelda games.
Yeah, you do.
I really do.
That's great.
I've played the majority of them.
You've beat Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
I 100% completed Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess.
Majora's Mask. Twilight Princess is great.
And then Link's Awakening. Beat that. Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks.
Wind Waker?
No.
Wind Waker's great.
That's another game that I've played through so many times, and I just
love Wind Waker.
I'll finish it someday.
You have to.
See, you with anime is me with video games, basically.
What?
Well, I feel like you I feel like you start a lot of stuff and you don't
more than me. I know it all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. You know, never mind. Let's continue. What's our topic for today, Daniel? Let's get into that.
You're so fast to rush into it. What if we had more news?
Do you have more news? I don't have.
Do I look like a guy that has more news?
I don't know, Daniel. You tell me.
Classic.
Yeah, classic Daniel.
Classic Brady. Always into hentai and furries.
I'm gonna go insane.
You know, even though we won't jump into Brady's obsession with hentai and furries just yet,
okay,
I think today's topic will bring up another great story, though. Something I think you all will enjoy.
We really want to get into that now?
Do you think I know? You think you know what I'm talking about?
It's one of two things.
Two things. Perfect. We'll talk about them both.
You want to do both? Okay.
Oh yeah, because today, ladies and gentlemen, we're diverting a little bit from anime. We're going back further before we started anime. See, now we have 3 stories.
Yeah. Let's. God, I didn't even think about that when I was putting together my list for this episode. I didn't even think about that.
I did. Today we divert a little away from anime. We go back before we were weebs, before we were, let's say it more officially, otakus. Especially Brady, the biggest otaku we know.
Yeah.
Because he loves hentai.
Yeah.
We go back to childhood animated movies. The things we grew up with and the things we still love and maybe not so much love. I don't know. Whatever we want to talk about. Whatever we so much obsessively watched that was good and bad. And our experiences with them.
Yeah. Uh-huh. See, I was excited for this episode, but now I'm not.
Speaking of live-action Mulan,
you know,
which was bad.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it, and I don't plan to.
Before we get into cartoon Mulan, live-action Mulan, visually it was great. The actors were great. The dialogue was so bad. I'm just like, they explained everything they were going to do. I'm like, we don't need you to explain it. We can see what's happening. Like, they talk out an entire scene, and then we watch the scene, and it's like...
Dude, and Mushu isn't in it. What's the point?
I mean, even still, like, we don't need Mushu. It's whatever. We don't need, like, all the songs. I'm interested to see what a realistic Mulan would be like. I'm interested to see what... I would rather... I mean, if I want to watch Mushu, I'll go back and watch the animated version. Because I think the animated version captured itself well enough and all that. And Jackie Chan has a version that he sings I'll Make a Man Out of You. That was great. Wish they should just put that in the movie. But, it was just so bad. So bad.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch that movie.
Visually, it was beautiful, but
it's just so unfortunate. I feel like just the story of Mulan is there's so many interesting directions you could take with that.
Yeah.
And yet, it was just the most bland cash grab thing Disney has done.
It's true.
It's so disappointing.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I don't plan to, especially because I've heard it's awful. I don't plan to.
I mean, visually, you would enjoy it, I'm sure.
Yeah, shut up, Daniel. Yeah, I don't.
You would enjoy it.
Yeah, you wanna
just visually.
You just want to get this over with. Can we just get this over with? Okay.
You want me to tell the story, or you want to tell the story?
I feel like I should probably tell it because I don't trust you telling it.
Oh, I trust me.
I don't want to tell this story.
I think it's better. I think it'd be interesting. I don't know. Let's see what you got to say.
All right. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Let's hear your side.
So, I don't even remember this happening. Let me just preface this by saying that I don't remember this. This is just a story my parents have told me all the time.
You know, this might be your origin of how you started liking hentai.
You know, maybe. Who knows, Daniel? Who knows? But, so, I don't even know how old I was. I think I was, 8 or 9.
Probably younger than that, I think.
Maybe. I could have been even younger.
I think you were younger.
I don't know.
I think you might have been under 5. Your father
But, that wouldn't even make sense then if I was.
It can happen.
Can it happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's just...
I've heard, apparently it can.
Okay.
They're all wondering, and if they know, they're already laughing.
Yeah. See, I feel like most of my friends know this story, but...
Yeah, now the world will know.
Now the world will know. But it's okay. We have a lot of other embarrassing stories about me to tell.
They already know you love hentai.
Yep. But anyways, I was really young. I was watching Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, I went up to my dad and I was like, "Hey, Dad." And he was like, "What, Brady?" He's like... And then I said, "My penis is hard." And then my dad was like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Why?" He's like, "Because I'm watching Mulan."
And he said it so, apparently, this is how your dad says, you said it to him, you said, "Because I'm watching Mulan."
See,
you said it just so like you were proud of yourself.
I don't remember this even happening.
Like you're confused on why you have a boner. And then you just all of a sudden turn to, "Because I'm watching Mulan."
See, I don't even understand. I don't understand.
And thus the great journey of Brady's life began.
This podcast, I'm going to kill myself.
That's why he hasn't watched the live action Mulan.
Yeah, that's the reason.
He's scared. He's scared what it'll do to him. It's okay.
Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Oh, man. I mean, Mulan's a great movie. I love Mulan.
I agree. It's a great Disney movie.
Great songs. That's inspiring.
Now everybody, yep.
Brady got a lot more out of it than I think most of us did.
See, if after listening to these past few podcast episodes, I feel like people's perception of me will be, if they just heard me in this podcast without meeting me in person, I feel like their perception would be so different.
No, I don't think it changes anything.
You know, maybe not.
Yeah, they already know you're trash.
Yeah, well,
you got the shirt that says it.
Yeah, it's my
and
favorite
yet it's
shirt.
A podcast, and so they don't even need to see the shirt.
Wow. They can just hear it in my voice.
They can hear it.
They hear my voice and they're like, "Wow, now that man right there, he's trash."
Because I'm watching Mulan. All right.
See, I was not... Every time we do a podcast, I never... There's always something that happens in it that I'm not expecting. Every time.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
It's always Daniel's fault, though. Always.
Is it my fault?
Usually, yes. I'd say so.
Listen, how is it my fault when you're the one that did it?
Okay, let's just move on.
I'm just a humble storyteller.
Yep. Yeah, you sure are.
Because I'm watching Mulan.
That's one embarrassing story about me.
Yep.
Yeah, now you know. I hope your life is better now for knowing.
It is. I've always known.
Yeah.
Remember when your dad told me about it.
Yeah, my dad loves to tell that story for some reason.
He's going to be so proud.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you got first?
For childhood movies?
Yeah. What movie do you want to talk about first?
So besides Mulan, I always liked watching Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
That's by far my favorite Disney movie.
Lilo and Stitch. That's your favorite?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
I'd say so.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
You think the live action's gonna be good?
Oh, I keep forgetting they're doing a live action.
Same.
I don't know. I'm really worried about that, but
if they do Detective Pikachu style, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
I think that would be a great.
That would work really well, actually.
Because if they made Stitch kind of like look like that kind of like style that Pikachu kind of looked with the fur, he'd look fine.
Yeah, that.
But man, they could really.
That'd be amazing.
They could really mess it up like they did that first Sonic cut.
I don't even want to imagine a Stitch that looks like the first Sonic.
Imagine a Stitch with like little beady eyes.
Oh, yeah, no
anyway,
thanks. But Lilo and Stitch.
Why Lilo and Stitch? What about Lilo and Stitch really makes it your favorite? Disney.
I'm not even really sure. I think I just really liked Stitch when I was a kid.
Yeah.
He was my favorite. I always had a bunch of Stitch things. I had this Stitch lamp in my room growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Stitch was always my favorite character. I don't know if there was a specific reason. I just really liked it.
Yeah.
But even the sequels to Lilo and Stitch, I feel like no one talks about the sequels to Lilo and Stitch, but
even
they're
the TV
amazing.
Show.
Yeah, even the TV
I love
show.
The TV show.
Like Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. Where like Stitch
Leroy
almost dies and it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Leroy and Stitch.
Even the first Lilo and Stitch makes me almost, I think it brings me to the point of like almost crying. Like,
yeah.
It is
I think the message of just family in those movies.
It is a really great message.
Yeah.
Like just the beauty of it.
I don't know, growing up I always just, I don't know if it was because of Lilo and Stitch, but I always loved Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, I still love Hawaii.
It does a great job at like capturing the visuals of Hawaii.
Yeah. But me and my family went to Hawaii for vacation a couple of times when I was little, and it's some of the greatest times of my life.
Yeah. I need to go. Yeah. We all need to go.
Yeah, I love Hawaii.
Great. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch, man. I love Lilo and Stitch.
Leroy and Stitch.
Yeah.
Leroy and Stitch is so underrated.
This is true. Isn't that like the Red Stitch?
Yeah, the evil Stitch. Yeah. But do you remember the final battle at the end? It's like
kind of.
It's a better battle than the final battle in Endgame.
What happens?
All of the experiments, like Leroy gets a bunch of like I don't even remember, but like dark experiments, and then Stitch gets all of the experiments in the universe, and they all.
Damn, they did Endgame before Endgame.
Yeah, they sure did.
Oh man, we gotta go back now and watch it. I love Lilo and Stitch. I mean, it's a great concept, great messages. Lilo's a great character. I mean, you feel so bad for this girl, but she's such a sweet girl.
Mm-hmm.
And like her sister, I mean, she can be a mean sister, but she's really just trying her best to raise her little sister and make sure like her little sister doesn't get taken away. And I mean, her little sister Lilo's a handful, but just she is a really good sister. I mean, the dynamic, and then they lost their parents. Just outstandingly beautiful concepts for just like a kid's film that kids can take a lot out of. Like even without watching it, like just watching it, you're just, as a kid, you kind of watch it and it's like, oh, it's fun, it's pretty, it's exciting. You like the characters, you love Stitch. But like when you really think on it and as you grow up with it, it really like you really take in what it's about. It's beautiful.
Ohana.
Nobody gets left behind
or forgotten.
Lovely. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What about you?
Well, if we're going favorite Disney movies.
Well, I know what your favorite Disney movie is.
I love. This is a movie. I would be at my grandma's house. And I'd watch it. It would end. I'd go tell my grandma it ended and ask her to rewind it so I could watch it again right after I'd literally just watched it. And I would do that the entire time I was at my grandma's house. I would just literally just rewatch it continuously. That was the Goofy movie. I loved the Goofy. I still love the Goofy movie.
Yeah. The Goofy movie is definitely top 5 favorite Disney movies for me. And it has the best soundtrack out of any Disney movie.
I love Powerline. I love Max. Goofy's great. I love Open Road. Oh man.
Okay, I don't like Open Road.
Open Road's so great.
I don't like Open Road. Here's another story for you. So we went on a camping trip one time. Daniel and I and some other friends. And on the road trip there,
a break from modern living.
Daniel played On the Open Road over and over again. And that's it. Yeah. That's the only thing he played for the entire 5-hour drive.
Well, we were on the open road. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I got that the first time I heard this song.
We were on the open road.
You ruined that song for me, Daniel. I used to like that song, but now I don't.
Listen, when you're on the open road, there's only one song you can play. And then when you take a pit stop, there's only one song we could play. And that's Lester's Possum Park.
Okay, I agree with that, but...
Now gather around, you possum friends. Marie. All right.
Yep.
But
every other song in the Goofy movie is spectacular.
All of them are spectacular. Yeah. Goofy movie's such a great movie. I mean, you have this movie. I mean, Goofy's always crazy as heck. Max, I mean, it's a fun movie because as a kid, like, it was one of those movies where, like, I mean, I didn't get the full meaning. You never get the full meaning as a kid. But, like, when you watch it today, the full meaning, you see this beautiful relationship about a dad and his son. Max is just this kid that wants to make something of himself before high school's over. And he wants to get the girl of his dreams. And he lies to her. I mean, so he lies to this girl. His dad is trying to take him on this camping trip. And that's why he lies to her, because he lies that he's going to go... He lies that his dad knows Powerline, this major band, like the Michael Jackson of the Disney universe. And he's like, oh yeah, my dad used to be part of the band, and we're going to be there. And that's why I can't be with you at the party, Roxanne. And so, but his dad literally just is trying to be a good dad because his son got in trouble at school for acting out, doing crazy stuff. And the principal's psycho because he's like, he's going to end up in the electric chair, which is insane because he's literally like, he's going to go to prison and put, like, to end up in the electric chair, you have to do something really terrible.
Really bad.
Like this kid,
Max was on that path.
Yeah, all he did was...
He's a good kid.
I mean, he made the principal really mad, but, like, he dropped him down. But, like, all he did was take over the stage and sing a Powerline song. Yeah. And that was it. That's what he got in trouble in. And then the principal's like, he's going to end up... He's going to be a murderer. He's going to kill someone. He's going to be just a psychopath that's going to blow up a building or shoot up a school. And it's like, oh my gosh. Or he's like, he's going to kidnap people and murder them or like turn into Ted Bundy. And I'm like, oh, calm down. You're scaring the crap out of this Goofy, who's not the brightest guy. Like, he's a genuinely great person, trying so hard to be a good dog.
Technically.
Yeah. But he's trying so hard to be a good dad. And so he's taking his son on a good old camping trip. It's such a great movie.
It's a good movie.
Beautiful. I love, the Hi Dad soup scene.
Oh, I love that.
That was a great scene. That makes me tear up every time. Like, he's like, they talk about how he used to write Hi Dad in his soup, and then they have that letter soup, and before they go to bed, he hands the dad the cup, and at the bottom of the cup it says Hi Dad. I was like, oh man.
Such a wholesome
moment. It's gonna break my heart.
Also, why is Max the only Disney character who canonically ages?
No, they all age. But Max ages the fastest because he's a dog.
Is that the reason?
I don't know.
I guess I've never really thought about it. I guess that would make sense. Does it? No, I don't know. But yeah,
so bad.
I love the Goofy movie.
Fun fact: there's a speaking of Max growing up in Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. Mm-hmm. The girl he brings home to his dad that he's engaged to, that he brings home to Goofy, was supposed to be Roxanne.
I would have loved that if it was Roxanne.
But the reason it's not Roxanne is because the new animation they had, it was 3D. They were using the 3D animation, and they couldn't figure out how to do the red hair.
Really?
Yeah, so that's why it's not
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
That's the reason? Dang. That's upsetting. I think it would have been cool for it to be Roxanne.
So dumb. Yeah, Goofy movie, my favorite. And got the voice actor of Max to sign my original copy from my grandma, my VHS Goofy movie.
Dude, I'm so upset I missed that. Yeah, he was...
yeah, that's right. You weren't at that convention.
The voice of Max was at one of the anime conventions we went to, and I missed it. I wasn't able to go.
Also the voice of...
what was I doing? I don't even remember what I was doing.
I think you were at some camp. You're like an acting camp, I think. But he was also...
I might have been at... Yeah, I might have been doing a camp counselor thing.
He was also the voice of the dragon from Spirited Away, the boy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's what everybody liked him for.
Yeah,
but I liked him for Max. He's a great guy.
Yeah, me too.
It was so great. It was a good day. He was nice. He was a very nice conventions. Man. I know. Hopefully IndieK opens up again this year, and then we can go.
Hopefully.
And then we can take more pictures. Well, you can take more pictures with furries. Because I know how much you love taking pictures with furries. Brady just always asks me. He's like, dude, can you take a picture of me in this furry?
Daniel,
anyway. So what's your next movie?
I want
to
tell
Brady?
That story because I don't want people to just assume I'm a furry. But
what's your next movie?
Okay.
But they already assume. I don't even know what story you're talking about. He always asks me, he's like, dude, could you just take me? These furries look so cool. Just take a quick picture with me.
Can my friend take a picture with you?
Yeah, and he's always so shy. He's always like, could you just ask him? Take a picture with me? I'm like, okay, Brady. Only because I'm a great friend. Only because I'm here to support you. And... give you what you love.
Yeah, thank you.
I like your peace sign.
We'll tell that. We should do that next time.
What?
Next time we should.
Next what?
Tell embarrassing convention stories.
Or
anime stories.
I don't think there is any.
That one sure is for me.
What? Why? What?
The furries.
Oh, because you're afraid to ask them yourself to take a picture.
You force me to take pictures.
Force what?
Anyways, okay, let's stay on topic.
I know you always derail us. I can't stand it. I'm always like, we got to get back to topic.
I'm going fucking insane.
We're already almost at an hour.
Oh my god. I didn't even think this episode would be that long. Okay.
Same.
Okay, my other childhood movie, though, is Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2. Monsters Unleashed.
See, those are really bad movies.
I love them. The live-action Scooby-Doos are so great.
So many people would be so mad because they're like, are you kidding me? Scooby-Doo Zombie Island is a great movie. Like, everybody hates the live-action ones, but there's, like, amazing cartoon ones.
See, the thing is, I always loved watching those movies as a kid, but they always scared the crap out of me. They terrified me. And yet I always kept coming back to them. I don't know why. Like the creatures in the first Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
Like the tall, I don't even remember what they're called, but the tall, just like brown creatures. They
weird big gremlins.
Yeah. They terrified me. Every time they came on screen, I had to like run into another room and wait until the scene was over.
That's so funny.
Scooby-Doo 2. So I think Scooby-Doo 2 was the first movie I saw in theaters.
Really? Oh my gosh.
But I only made it 5 minutes in.
What an experience.
Yeah,
only 5 minutes.
I remember my brother was super excited to see it. And then we went in. We got 5 minutes in, and it was the scene just with the pterodactyl ghost flying around.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It scared me so bad, and I started screaming and crying in the theater. So we left and watched Home on the Range instead.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that movie, Home on the Range?
I forget that's even a movie.
It's awful.
Oh my gosh.
My brother was so pissed.
Yeah.
He was so excited to see it, but then...
Oh my gosh. Dude,
yeah.
I remember always watching the cartoons when I was a kid. The Scooby-Doo cartoons are great.
See, that's the thing. I never really watched the cartoons.
Really? Oh, they're so... Have you watched any of them now? Like, these days?
I mean, yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen some of the movies.
The movies are great. Like, there's some movies that are really good. I always remember Zombie Island's great. There was another one where it's just... I think it's a movie. It's just Shaggy and Scooby. I think Scrappy. And they're at this, like, orphanage or, like, a foster home for, like, it's like a summer vacation for, like, Frankenstein's kid, Dracula's kid, like, all, like, the monsters, like, the Dark Universe monsters, like Dracula, the Mummy, and all of them. It's, like, all their kids, and Shaggy and Scooby and all of them gotta, like, watch over them and, like, be their camp counselor almost. And so I always watched that. That was great.
Pretty funny.
It was a good one.
Dude, speaking of the Scooby-Doo live-action movies, did you ever see the other live-action movies?
No. I remember seeing, like, the trailer and seeing the cover, and I was like, that looks terrible.
Yeah, Cartoon Network did original Scooby-Doo live-action movies. They did a live-action origin story for Scooby-Doo, and it's so dumb.
It looked terrible.
It was really bad. I think they made 3 of them.
Did you ever watch the new Scoob?
I
didn't either.
Didn't.
I
didn't hear
great
things about it.
It was that good.
And like it didn't even look good to me.
No,
anyways.
I was like, I don't
like I saw the trailer and I'm like, it looks.
Yeah. It's
interesting. Dumb.
There is a YouTuber who goes by NerdSync.
Oh yeah, I know NerdSync.
Does a great video about the Scooby, like all of Scooby-Doo. Just like why Scooby-Doo is great, and just goes into all the past history of just Scooby-Doo and everything. It's a great video. Highly recommend it. I highly recommend NerdSync. He's a great YouTuber, great content. Really makes you think, really provides great content that is really fascinating, and he really deep dives, and it's great. He has great videos. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I agree. The few videos I've seen of his has been.
Oh yeah, he does great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Scooby-Doo.
Where are you? Me?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. One of my favorite animated movies. Huh. I do have to talk. Oh, well. There's 2 DreamWorks movies that I really loved. I'll talk about them both, but I'll talk about one first. The one I used to like sing this song as a kid all the time, and like it was like one of those ones where my parents would like be like sing the song for them or whatever. But I loved Quest for Camelot. It's
I don't think I've ever seen Quest for Camelot.
I like it. It's, but it also I watched as a kid, so it's nostalgic for me though. It might not really be that good. It's kind of like Black Cauldron.
I always forget about that movie. I love Black Cauldron.
I love the Black Cauldron, even though that's kind of a bad movie. Considered. A lot of people hate that movie.
I haven't seen it for such a long time.
But the Quest for Camelot's a great movie about, King Arthur and this girl who's trying to find Excalibur because Excalibur got taken and lost in this crazy forest, and there's a crazy guy and a really weird griffin. And it's a really fun movie. I really like it. There's this blind guy that helps her. He lives in the forest, but he's like really he's like Daredevil. He's like super skilled as a blind guy. But it's great. It's a great movie. It's not that great, but it's fun. It's a really fun King Arthur movie. I really liked it as a kid. I used to watch it all the time and sing the songs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't I've never even heard of that, I don't think.
Really?
I mean, you may have mentioned it a couple times to me before, but
it's great.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Sounds like a fun movie to watch as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Funny. It's really funny. Got a lot of actually really big voice actors in it. Can't remember all. Man, who was all in it? I don't know. I won't look it up. Well, no, I won't look it up.
All right.
That's too much work.
Yeah, it's way too much work.
Just go look it up yourself.
Yeah.
Don't make me do your work.
Exactly.
No, check it out. It's a fun movie if you want to watch it. Good. It's a good DreamWorks movie. Not the best, but a good one.
Is the animation good in it, do you think?
Oh yeah. It's a good animation. It's fun. It's nothing spectacular.
I feel like anything that has the plot of just Excalibur, or if it has Excalibur in it, I'd usually like it.
There's not a lot of great live action King Arthur movies. I mean,
yeah, you're right, actually.
I mean, some people might find a couple of them great, but the majority of
I don't think I've seen any.
What the public thinks, there's nothing super great out there that's been a really good King Arthur movie.
Which is sad, because I feel like that'd make a great live action film.
There is the 7 Deadly Sins.
Well, this is true. Speaking of which, I've been reading the manga recently.
Oh, yeah.
I got the first 5 volumes right there.
Oh, wow. Nice.
It's pretty nice. I'm only on volume 3, but
I'm caught up in the anime right now.
Yeah, the problem is I want to watch the anime, but I don't remember anything that happened. So I watched the first season in my freshman year, and I don't remember anything that happened.
Didn't we watch that together?
We watched...
Did we watch I think we watched the first season together, didn't we?
No, I think we watched the first 8 episodes of the second season together.
But I thought we watched the first season together.
We might have.
Pretty sure we did.
You told me about it. You're the one who told me about it, I'm sure.
Oh no, maybe I did, because I remember watching it in one weekend on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great anime.
We did watch a lot of anime together, though. Yeah. We should binge another anime again.
We've stayed up for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Those were an entire anime.
Those were the best times. Yeah, we binged Blood Blockade.
Yeah.
Blood Blockade Battlefront.
What a great anime.
That's such an underrated anime too.
And nobody talks about it.
I think that and Konosuba are the funniest anime I've seen.
I love Blood Blockade.
Yeah, we did Elfen Lied.
Elfen Lied.
Lied. Okay.
That's a bit of an ecchi.
I don't know if I would call it an ecchi. I would just call it horror and weird, but amazing.
It was really good though.
It's really
crazy.
Good. It's very tragic.
Yeah,
but it's a good show.
What's another?
Do you remember Sunday Without God?
Oh, I remember that anime. That anime was weird.
I never think about that.
It was like a crazy adventure anime that turned into a high school.
Yeah, it had like some stuff to do with zombies.
Yeah. Well, it was like, you remember, like, it was a crazy big world with like castles that was almost like, it's like Attack on Titan mixed with Seven Deadly Sins mixed with Clanad.
Yeah.
It was so weird. I mean, it was great.
It was a very weird show.
I was surprised. I had no idea. Well, I can't even remember how it got to being them in high school.
I don't remember. I just remember being confused half of the time. But
good anime, though.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wanted to... 'cause that's another anime that just kind of ended on a weird note. It didn't really finish. No. And I was like, oh, man, well, now I have to get the manga for it. But...
the manga's like
really the manga doesn't even exist. Yeah, it's not even licensed. Like, I can't get it anywhere.
What the heck?
It sucks.
How did it even get animated?
I don't even know. I mean... I don't even know if it's a manga. Maybe it's a light novel, actually.
Yeah, it might be.
Or is it an original anime? I don't know.
Anyway, what? I guess we should get back to the topic.
Yeah.
Because you always derail us.
Yeah, I always...
You heard it.
I always do it.
See, he admits it.
Uh-huh. Just because I don't feel like arguing with you, Daniel. Okay.
When do we ever argue?
Let's see. Here's another childhood movie, I guess.
Is it Mulan?
No. I didn't even think about Mulan when I was compiling the list.
I did.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. But,
surprised you didn't.
Chicken Little.
It's just because you weren't in the right mood.
Yeah.
Chicken Little. That's a great movie.
Yeah, I watch that movie all the time. I remember my family and I, we were going to go visit some relatives. And on the road trip there, we had a car that had like a TV in it. I forget those exist half the time. But the only movie we brought was Chicken Little, and it was like a 6-hour road trip. And we just watched Chicken Little over and over and over again, the entire ride there and the entire ride back.
Sounds like, I mean, I guess I can't really say much when I watch Goofy movie over and over again.
Yeah.
But man, it's a lot of Chicken Little.
Yep.
I wonder if that's considered like a good movie.
Is Chicken Little Disney?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That's an underrated Disney movie then.
It is. It is definitely an underrated Disney movie. I mean, I think they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is considered publicly a great movie or if it's a fan favorite, but I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
I would want to watch that movie again sometime.
I don't.
I don't know. I don't remember much of it.
There's a Spice Girls song in it.
I remember that part. That I don't know why that part is so vivid in my mind, but yeah, I remember that part.
So funny.
And the scene where it plays the song "One Little Slip" by Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh yeah. Great band.
Yeah, it's a good song. I listen to that song all the time.
Chicken Little.
But yeah, that's all of my childhood movies, I guess.
That's it.
I mean, I can think of more, but we're already like over an hour.
Yeah. It's okay. We can do whatever that we want. Nobody's listening to this.
Yeah, it's true. But I also have to work at like 7 a.m. tomorrow, so.
So what?
I'm so tired.
I don't care. I don't care about you. I only care about me.
We know.
Just kidding. I care about you.
Sure.
I care about you and your furry fetish.
Yeah.
Anyway, childhood movie. I think for my last one, I'll talk about the other DreamWorks movie that I loved, which was, I mean, okay, like, I had so many great movies. I always loved Toy Story. I loved Bug's Life. One of my favorite. I used to watch those movies all the time. Funny story about Bug's Life. We were in California, with my family. We were on a family vacation, and we were in our camper, and we didn't know this, but like the beach we were parked at had like, if you didn't put like a line of salt around your camper, ants would just get everywhere. And so next thing we know, the entire camper, inside of the camper, is just crawling with ants everywhere. So many ants. And I remember I was a really little kid. Really little. And probably like 4 or 5 maybe. And I remember my dad was killing the ants. And I was like, wait, no, Dad, don't kill Flick. And so like I kept telling my dad like each one was Flick. And I was like, you can't kill him. So they had to like, and so my dad like caught the one that I said was Flick and like let it go outside and then smushed the rest. But I loved Bug's Life. And so I was always just like, oh no, that's Flick. But that was just a funny story. But I love Bug's Life. But the one great movie I really loved as a kid, and I still love today, is Spirit. It's a DreamWorks movie.
I didn't even think about Spirit. I love Spirit.
Spirit. Great soundtrack by Bryan Adams.
Yeah, also one of the greatest soundtracks.
Oh my gosh. I remember, I don't buy a ton of music. I usually just stream it. But I did buy the entire soundtrack.
The Spirit soundtrack.
To Spirit.
I think I remember that.
That's great.
Yeah, you came over to our house and you're like, guys, I just bought the entire soundtrack to Spirit.
The greatest purchase I've ever made. Paid like $10 for it.
Money well spent.
Oh, way worth it. It's great. Now I own it. Still do.
Yep.
Oh, it's such a great... I mean, I love Spirit. It's such a great movie. Narrated by Matt Damon. He talks as though he's the horse. I mean, it's great. I like it because one thing I really like about Spirit is the animals in it don't really talk. But they kind of like talk in their heads. I don't think any of the animals even talk. I think the only really talking animal, quotations, is the main horse, Spirit. And he's not even really talking. It's just like him narrating his journey as he goes on. And oh man, it's such a great movie, great soundtrack, beautiful film. I love Spirit.
Yeah. Yeah, I really need to rewatch that movie again too.
Yeah.
All of these movies I feel like I need to rewatch.
Oh yeah.
But
same.
Yeah, especially Spirit.
Oh yeah. I love Spirit. There's so many great childhood movies. You have any more you can list off real quick? What are some other ones I really loved?
Let's see.
Every Disney movie?
I mean, yeah, basically every Disney movie. Lion King.
Yeah. Lion King's always a classic.
Yeah,
And the live action is terrible.
Yeah, when I was really little, I always watched The Lion King, but I called it. Yeah. I didn't call it The Lion King. I called it Rao 1 and Rao 2.
Rao 1 and Rao 2.
Rao 2. Yep.
I still like Lion King too.
Oh, me too.
It's good.
Yeah.
Subtle movie about racism. Yeah. Not really subtle.
So is Zootopia.
Yeah.
But also not that subtle.
No.
So is Beastars, but also not subtle.
Yeah. And also a furry anime.
Yeah, but it's good, okay? Just because I like Beastars does not mean I'm a furry. You would like it too if you watched it. It's a good show. Don't look at me like that.
It's a good show.
It is a good show. Watch it.
Yeah.
You'd probably be weirded out at first, but by the end, you would really like it. It's only 12 episodes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, anyways, do we want to get into the one recommendation?
One recommendation? Is that all your childhood wrapped up into one?
I guess so. All I can think of, at least.
Yeah, same. I mean, there's all the classics.
Unless you count movies. Like the Pokemon movies. I remember the third Pokemon movie especially, the one with Entei and Unknown.
Oh yeah,
I loved that one.
I didn't get to watch a lot of Pokemon growing up. My mother wouldn't let me, but.
Oh yeah, it's stupid.
I remember that. I remember that movie though.
Yeah, the third Pokemon movie is the best one.
Yeah. Oh man, what a great movie. Let's see. Yeah, what? Well, I guess. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Yeah, I think that's all I got too.
Yeah, good talk. I think.
Yeah.
Our childhoods.
That's
what we got influenced by. I mean, I was mostly influenced by a Goofy movie. That was my biggest influence. And Brady's biggest influence was Mulan.
God damn it. Yeah.
You said you had 2 stories, embarrassing stories.
Well, I thought you were gonna say the story about the furries. Or about that one manga I have in my collection.
We're getting to that.
We should do that next episode, so we can just put all these stories to rest. No. Please, we don't need to save them.
That's like that's how they went. Brady, this is where they went wrong with Justice League. They killed Superman right away. You can't kill him right away. You have to build to it.
We've been building.
What if spoilers? What if Iron Man died in the first Avengers? No good. Nobody would have cared. Exactly. I'm
so tired.
Guaranteed we can't compare you to Iron Man or Superman.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's time we move on to our next segment, our final segment. We still got letters.
Oh, yeah.
But
I forgot about that.
Our segment where we recommend one thing.
Yeah, just one.
And only one. But if you recommend more than one, we execute you.
Yeah, okay. So is it my turn?
I swear, if you mention One Piece.
So, One Piece Chapter 1000.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us in with Super Shonen Bros. We really enjoyed everybody that listened to us. We hope you listen in next week. I can't believe you and your One Piece.
Chapter 1004? Yeah, I think it was 1004. Yeah, 1004.
Okay. This is your one.
It was really great.
This is your one.
Okay, fine. I'll do something else.
Nope, you don't get something else.
I'm
gonna
do something else.
That was the one.
It's too late.
He breaks the rules every week. I always say one. Only one. And he always breaks the rules.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, they need to know about One Piece.
Oh, okay. I think they already do.
And I could go into detail about why the last chapter was amazing.
But that's spoilers, and nobody wants that.
Dude, the Dongos are able to tame the Gifters.
God. Move on.
Okay.
What's your one recommendation?
My most recent obsession, I guess. So there's this anime that I've always been a fan of, and it's called Higurashi, or When They Cry. It's a psychological horror anime.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And the sequel for it, the sequel/remake, it has been airing for the past couple of months, and we have about 4 episodes left. And it just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, I didn't know it's not over yet.
I mean, it's slated to have 24 episodes.
I thought it was already finished.
So, do you know what Higurashi is about? Have I told you?
No. Wait. Maybe. I mean, I think you have told me, but I forgot.
Maybe. So, basically, to put it simply, at the end of every 4 to 5 episodes, every character, more or less every character dies.
Oh. Sad day.
Yeah. In, like, very brutal ways. But at the start of the next episode, they're alive again. The past 4 to 5 episodes didn't even happen.
Yeah.
And then 5 episodes later, they're all dead again. But in a different way, under different circumstances.
Interesting.
And it's really interesting. So they're in this loop, but you don't know why they're in a loop. They don't realize they're in a loop except for one character, but that's kind of this way. But yeah, it's really cool, and it's just slowly unraveling this mystery of why are they in this loop? Why do they keep looping? Why does this one character? Why is she the only one who can remember it all?
Yeah.
And then the most recent anime that came out of Higurashi. Before it came out, it was being advertised as a remake. But after like 4 episodes, we realized that it wasn't a remake. It's actually a sequel. And they were just doing that to trick us. And the sequel has made me love the anime so much more.
Interesting.
I really want to play the visual novel now because the lore is so complex and so complicated. Even after the last episode, they revealed a character at the last episode, and I feel like I need to play through the entire visual novel just to understand. But it's really compelling.
Interesting.
And really tragic.
Watch that. Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's a really good mystery anime.
Interesting. I like a good mystery. I love Sherlock. I love anything Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
It's always great. I love a good mystery. I should watch that. I should watch a lot of anime.
You should.
But that might move up the list further. It'll move up the list.
Yep.
To the ones I'll watch next.
Yeah, it's probably like 50 episodes. And with the sequel,
that's not bad.
It's like 75 now.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Good that was a decent recommendation. Better than One Piece.
Disagreed, but...
No. Nobody agrees.
I really recommend Higurashi.
Name one person you know that likes One Piece more.
More than me?
No, that likes One Piece more than any anime they've seen.
I know a lot of YouTubers who do.
Exactly. You don't know anybody.
I wish I did. I talk about this every time. I just want one person to talk to about One Piece. God. It's hell. It's the most hype thing ever, and yet I can't express that love with anyone.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it is good. So you should watch it, please.
No, it's good that you can't express it. Because nobody wants to hear you express it.
Trying.
You know, my one recommendation this week.
Yeah, what is your one recommendation this week, Daniel?
Oh,
do tell.
I'm going to stick back with movies again.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 great movies I've seen recently. But I can only recommend one. And the one I think I'm going to go with is a movie out recently called Promising Young Woman. It was great. I mean, I can't tell you a lot about it because I don't want to... I think it's best just going into it with knowing as little as possible. But it's a beautiful movie about how really messed up the world can be and how terrible people treat sexual assault and abuse and rape in this world, honestly. I mean, it's such a beautiful movie about... It follows this girl who I just don't want to give away too much because it's so great, and I think you should just go into it not knowing too much, but knowing that like it really speaks to today. And it's really, I think, something everybody should see, because it's definitely something that is real, and it's happening everywhere, and it speaks the truth for women, and not just women, but everybody that has been affected by something that like this, and just powerful. And I think it can teach people a lot and really open people's eyes up to how fucked up it is and how really messed up society has corrupted our minds, and just how pitiful. I mean, you see, like, it's got some amazing actors in it. Bo Burnham's in it.
Really?
Oh yeah, you and like all these actors you expect to, like, they're not characters you'd expect them to be. Like some characters you think at first are, decent, but like they just kind of, like, some characters turn different ways than you would expect. And you're just like, wow, this movie is just beautiful because it really speaks to real life. And it is some really good, true, good cinema. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was already on board because that sounds just sounds like a really important topic to talk about.
I mean, it's a very dark
especially
movie.
if it's it's like really realistic about it.
Oh yeah.
Then yeah, I'm on board. But especially if Bo Burnham is in it, I don't even know he acted really.
Yeah, he does a little bit. Oh yeah, Bo Burnham. It's got the main girl is from she was in The Great Gatsby.
I hate that movie and the book. God, I hate Great Gatsby.
Oh man, I know her name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Casey Mulligan.
Ah,
that's it. Or Carrie Mulligan. No, she's amazing in it. She does such a good job. Like, beautiful work. Kind of like it was almost a role I didn't expect her to play. But a great job. Great job. Phenomenal acting from everybody. Just a really great movie. Highly recommend it. Very dark, so I'll warn you on that. Maybe can affect people in certain ways, especially if something like this has happened to you.
Right.
So just careful going into it. But like,
even if you haven't experienced it, that's it's why it's so important to have it to be realistic.
Great movie. I highly recommend everybody see it. You can stream it, or it's in theaters right now.
If you can go to theaters.
Yeah, if you can. Stay safe if you do. Sure you will. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we get into some letters?
No.
Okay.
I'm leaving. See you guys.
All right. Good. I have to go to bed anyways. Why are you like this?
Okay. All right. We have one message here from Andrew. Again, he messaged in last week talking about a anime that really affected him. Yeah, Silent Voice, great movie. But Andrew just wrote in. He was saying, just listen to the first episode. It was swell. Just wanted to say I love how Brady said Clannad is a bad gateway anime, yet the first one he recommended to me back in high school, one of the first anime I cared to watch, and that was a roller coaster. Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you recommend that to him for the first anime?
Because I think I just recently watched Clannad, and I just wanted people to understand my pain.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, Clannad is definitely a bad gateway anime.
You would.
I think. But at the same time, I feel like it technically got him in the anime. So he's now an anime fan, so...
True. Well, I mean...
Technically it worked, so...
You're lucky. And then we also had a review. If you would like to review us or recommend us, that'd be great. We got a review from Tim. And, let's see... I should have been more prepared.
Yeah, you should have.
I thought I left it up to you, but then you're just like, no. Screw you.
Well, I don't know. I was supposed to do that.
Oh, and Andrew also wrote a review for us. It says he highly recommends Bully Brady, the podcast featuring Daniel.
Yeah, me too.
It's quite a weird name. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird name, Daniel.
But I'll just read a little bit of what Tim says. The trailer and the teaser for the first episode I actually thought was hilarious. It made me rethink everything, as I assumed the podcast based on anime would bore the hell out of me. But I will say, because of the humor you both displayed in the teaser, confronting the awkward, uncomfortable moments every podcast has in their beginnings, and the subtle acknowledgments you referenced that nobody is really going to listen to this, made me laugh out loud. And therefore I began to listen to the podcast. He goes on to talk more. Funny, you can read it on Facebook, but he says, so while I'm giving your podcast 2 thumbs up, I'm keeping my 8 fingers down because there's room for improvement. But love the show. Thanks, Tim.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to...
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah. Appreciate it. If you guys want to ever recommend the show, or if you want to write a review, rate us, subscribe, whatever you can do. And if you want to message in, you can, if you don't want to message in on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you can always message us at our email, which is supershonenbros@gmail.com. Email in and we'll read it on the podcast. Or if you just want to email us in and not read it on the podcast, we can do that too. Whatever you like. But yeah, we'll feature it down here at the end of the episode. And then if you want to write in, usually I try and post, we try and post our topic of the week before we discuss it. So if you want to write in and talk about what your experience was, like this week you could have talked about what your favorite childhood animated movie was, and you can always write in and we'll talk about your comment on the top of the podcast or throughout our little discussion and kind of involve you guys with us. This way maybe you guys feel like you're here even though you're not. But,
Yeah, we appreciate all kinds of feedback.
Don't even say it. You don't appreciate nothing.
Okay, Daniel.
What were you saying?
I don't even know. We appreciate all kinds of feedback, all kinds of criticisms, anything you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely write in, guys.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening to this week again, and we'll hope to see you guys next week.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Who knows what we're going to talk about.
Dude, I'll be dead by then.
Who knows how many more embarrassing stories we'll have of Brady.
We should do that next time. Let's just get all of the embarrassing stories out of the way.
No.
But how about this? I also have more embarrassing stories about myself that I don't think you have heard.
Good.
That revolve around anime.
I don't know why you would tell me that, but we're definitely going to hear about them eventually.
Okay.
We'll save it. All right. We'll save it throughout every episode. Every Monday we get to hear a new embarrassing story.
Should we just do one embarrassing story about Brady a week? Let's just make that into a segment.
Brady's embarrassing stories?
Yeah.
No, it'll come up randomly.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it comes up.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Does it?
No.
I'm glad it does. You heard it, everybody. It sounds good to him because I'm watching Mulan.
I'm so tired.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Fare thee well.
End me.
You're supposed to say fare thee well.
Yeah, farewell. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, farewell.
Wow. See, he doesn't care about you. Nobody can see that. This is an audio medium.
Yeah, but they heard it.
An audio medium.
Exactly. They heard it.
Oh, yeah? People write in and see what you think he did.
Mm-hmm. They can assume. Okay, farewell.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna sit here. We've been sitting here since last week. I
Yeah.
still don't know how to stop this thing.
Yeah, we've never left.
No, we just sit here and I'm like, well, I don't really ever know.
I've just been staring into Daniel's eyes this entire time.
No, I hate it. It's so awkward. I just see furry eyes across my way. I can see his love for furry and hentai in his eyes.
I can't even, I don't even know how to respond anymore. I'm so tired. Yeah, let's go work at 7 a.m.
Hentai.